and looking a little better. Too early to tell, but we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna roll with it. Just gonna roll with it. Potentially the quality is gonna be a lot lower. I did lower the bit rate to see if that would help. Either way. So what were we saying? We're creating assets for the stream. I want a background, right, for the channel background. I want an offline thing, I guess. I would like, just like a big old logo thing. I think let's just establish the logo first, and then I can repurpose that depending on what we need, right? So first, let's look at what the shape of the word is, right? Now, this is so, oh man. So that is the shape. What I mean by that is figure out how this sort of would look. So how do we round these edges out a bit? I have no idea if this is proper or not proper. Common. I'm not in the camera. I'm gonna move that over a bit just because I am sort of more off to the side of my screen than I normally am. Yeah. So we have the concept of that. Now if I'm still kind of thinking I might want to drop. No, I think that the. Well, actually, let's see. If the D was dropped, right? And just like my frames, heyo. Then you've got these in the middle here, and then you have sort of a. No, that's no good. No, let's drop that. So we want the up, right? Then we're gonna have this kind of interesting parallel here, right? I think maybe. Yeah, that kind of look. Except for this has to do this weird little thing at the side here before settling down. I think I'm going by this in the wrong direction. Dropping frames every day. Ba 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 da ba ba da. Do 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 do. Dropped frames. Do 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 do. Dropped frames. Do 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 do. Dropped frames. It's the drop frame song. Ba 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 ba. And that gives us an up, up, up kind of a thing with this in the middle. Okay, so I'm seeing circus tents. I'm seeing the idea of. I keep leaning towards this sort of Batman logo, honestly, just unintentionally, but it keeps happening. All right, so that's that sort of look. Let's copy that and flip it over. Oop. Right. I kind of feel like, yeah, being the whole live streaming idea, I should probably turn off the output recording. Output recording. And actually do things in the background while I'm doing this. So this is just kind of, you know, me keeping busy. Because normally when I draw, that's when I listen to other streamers, right? Roleplay, a big one definitely. Or just other podcasts. Right, I love media that is purely audio based. Because, you know, it's designed for having, well, it's designed for consumption while you're doing other things. Or not necessarily doing other things, but, you know, you're expected to not be looking at it. So you're not missing out on anything. It's great. I feel like I'm going for a blocky look. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know what the face of the channel is, honestly, you know? It's me being boring. Classic self-deprivation. Is deprivation the right word? Is that it? Deprivation? Deprivation. I'm deprived of myself. See, it doesn't sound right, but I don't know. What do I know? Wanna cast a spell. Maybe just keep it simple, you know? I have done this kind of weird, like, retro color orange and yellow theme on my supporting sites, my Tumblr and YouTube avatar and stuff. So, I mean, I don't know if I want to keep that. I actually really like purples and stuff, so I'm not really sure why I even went with that. But the sort of like yellows and oranges, that super retro, like 70s or yellows and oranges, those can be a lot of fun. I kind of think I want to bring it up in, like, actually, let's see, how would that look if I, just as like reference, brought up, whoop whoop whoop, don't look at my face, some other, I'm at the font now, and I'm gonna look for some super retro stuff. Fonts. Let's move that in so you can see it. Not that it really matters. Yeah, let's look for some groovy fonts or something. Just to see, just to give me sort of a basic idea of what that might look like. None of these are really doing what I want them to do. I don't think. No. I like how the actual, like, example warps it. It's like, here's a thought, but, you know, don't use it straight. Yeah. That's a lot of fun. Let's go back. Let's see if we... Oh, right, of course, gotta go back twice. Gotta go back twice. I mean, ideally, I'm going to be altering it enough that like things like squish into each other, kind of like a graffiti font, almost like, with not just. Wow, that was a sound effect. You did it with your mouth. Good job, Darcy. Hey, stop droning. That's not fun. Be loud and boisterous and probably super annoying. Hama Mama Jama. Real Mama Jama. Oh man. Oh man. I want to talk about the Phineas and Ferb Star Wars special again. I briefly mentioned it in the previous episode, but I'm just, I'm a bad Mama Jama. Like, that's what they said in it, because, you know, It's the way. It's a good show. That's how they feel like they were gonna say that. So good. What do we got? What do we got? I feel like I want some symmetry to it, but just my name doesn't lend itself to that. Oh, this is an all caps font. Oh no, some of them aren't. What? It doesn't have R and C? It's super weird. Okay. Let's see. It started with something like this, kind of like as a splat effect. Okay, yeah, I could see this. Okay, so let's pull up that that weird orangey yellow color. Great. And then we want a bit more of an orange color. And this is turning into Nickelodeon, isn't it? This is just turning into Nickelodeon. Okay. Man, it's weird. Like, I feel like I grew up with Nickelodeon, but didn't grow up with Nicktoons. Like, my earliest memory of Nickelodeon was watching the Munsters on Nick at Night. Yep. We didn't get Nickelodeon on, you know, our television when I was growing up. But when we go on holidays, I'd watch Nick at Night. I'd watch the Munsters with my parents. And I don't know, like I didn't watch it during the day. During the day we were out doing things because we were on vacation, right? Like, I just think that's really funny. Oh wait, I didn't do the Y. Okay. Wanna cast a spell. Wah. Man, I should watch the Monsters again. I don't remember anything about those. And I know I remember not watching the Addams Families. I don't know if they're actually any similar, but they're always associated in my mind, right? Because they're like monster family. And I kind of wish I did watch the Addams Family. I think I should go back and watch some of that just to like see, because I keep hearing about it. You know, it's not like I wasn't aware of the Addams Family, but it's sort of like, oh, that's like the bad version of the Monsters. Like, you know, as a kid, as like, you know, that was my exposure to it. Okay, that's too much. Let's try that. Oh yeah, this is working pretty well actually. I like this. That's a nice effect. Yeah, totally. It's a bit unpredictable, and I'm not great at controlling it. But it's kind of a nice effect. I don't know, we'll see. I'm sure that most of this will get scrapped by the time we're done. But that's just how we roll, man. It's just how we roll. So I'm trying to think what games I should be showing on the channel more. I think I'd like to try doing a full day, long game, you know? I've only been doing short games so far. I'm thinking maybe Knit Underground, which I'm still not sure if that's the correct way to pronounce it. I read once that that's how the creator pronounced it, but I'm not entirely convinced that that's true. But that's I should look up how long that game is, because I think it's long enough that it definitely would take more than one playthrough. Like it's probably like, and it also depends on how completionist I want to go. Like it's very much, and I noticed with a lot of the games that I've shown so far, there's a big completionist aspect to a lot of them that I don't know how well actually fits streaming. So yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what people are looking for, you know? I want to show off games that I think are cool, that don't get talked about a lot. That's my goal. Ooh, okay, that's not right. Let's turn off sizing. No. Not working for me. Or Starshot. Starshot World War II. I mentioned that one earlier as well. I wonder which one of those two games is longer. Maybe even something like Radiato. It's just so different from what I've shown you guys so far, but I love that game. It's so good. So, there's definitely that. Very different. Might be nice to, like, I know I need to definitely set up, like, a schedule. So if I could be, like, first 2 hours, random hidden gems and stuff, and then, like, next 2 hours, it's, like, ongoing game of whatever I've decided, and then, like, the next 2 hours, it's this kind of grab bag, kind of just me messing around with chat. With Ghost Chat! Hey, Ghost Chat! Ghost Chat! That could be kind of fun, you know, having that concept going on. Could work pretty well. Could work pretty well. I don't know. Might be cool. Might be cool, guys. Might be cool. So actually figuring out what to do when and yada yada. That's not working. More like DarcyBits. Oh man. Maybe I should start saying bits on the channel instead of butts. Ah, bits. Ah, bits. Classic bits. Oh, butts. Should I have the lowercase first letter, do you think? Lowercase d? I don't know. Lowercase d. That sounds like an insult. Oh man, he's a lowercase d. What does that even mean? Man, I don't know why I decided on this name anyway. I kind of like it, but I think it sounds kind of like a French pop star. Like the little French girl named DarcyBits. Like, I don't know. That's sort of what it makes me think of. So I'm like, wait a minute. Why is this my name? Okay, whatever. DarcyBits. What if they're stacked? I didn't even think of that. Ooh, what would that look like? Oh, I think we're onto something. Yeah. Okay, let's try this out. Let's go back to black and just sort of block this out. So if this capital D ARCY. Maybe? I also kind of like just like sketchy stuff. Like the idea of actually just being like, no, they're just super sketchy. Don't worry about it. That's how it's supposed to look, man. That's how it's supposed to look. I don't know. I think I want something a bit more polished looking, despite how nice sketchy can look. Like scratchy, you know what I mean? Yeah. Just thin lines all over the place. I'm sure I'll make like 12 different logos before I settle on one. And then I'll like change it in a day because I got bored of it. That sounds like something I would do. Yep. Cool. Cool. Right. Oop. Just taking the color from that. So this is a little quiet. Maybe I should throw some ambiance on. Might be a good idea. Because, you know, just watching someone in silence, not that great. Then again, you can put on your own music, you know? Like, I don't want to put on someone else's music. I feel like that's not really cool. To be like, hey, here's some music that's not mine that you can totally listen to. I mean, it's not like you weren't going to stream it from someone else anyway, but still, it just seems weird. Just seems weird. To me, personally, so. What even is up with this one? This one's nuts. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm falling out of screen. Boop. DarcyBits. Yeah, saying my name all the time on screen, 'cause I'm super conceited. I mean, it doesn't bookend it nearly as well as I was hoping it would. If the D looks like that, right? If this is the kind of D we're going for, how would the Y look? You know, maybe it looks exactly the same, right? With like a little pointy tail, actually. Oh yeah, I can see that. Let's actually see what that looks like over here. Remove the S entirely. Actually, the entire Y as well. Oh, right. Of course! I don't even really know what that's from. Well, I do know what it's from, but like I don't really share in the reference, you know, because it's just sort of like I only know it from being referenced. Which is so interesting about a lot of references, right? Like a lot of things are themselves. The reference themselves is the reference. You can reference a reference. It becomes funny because of repetition. It became repeated because it was referenced to something. You know what I mean? Like, that's true about a lot of things, I think. They become their own entity after a while. Which is kind of cool, all things considered. Man, I think I'll just listen to some Swan Song. It sounds like a really good idea. Wow, way to be like, hey, everyone listening. Go do this other thing instead. It's more interesting. That's not what I mean. I'm gonna multitask. You should multitask too. Multitasking is great. Good for your soul. I mean, maybe. Who really knows? Tomorrow I'm gonna want to get some more world building in. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be a full, like, sit-down session of world building. I probably spent way more time than I needed to last time. But Thursday night is when we're going to be playing. Again, I don't think I'm going to stream it, but that's when we'll be playing anyway. And I gotta be ready. Gotta be ready for it. It's a shame that we won't be streaming it. I'd like to, but I'm sure that I won't be able to handle it. And I'm not a very confident GM. So, you know, there's that. Okay, okay. Let's see. Oop. This is part of this, huh? I guess that makes sense. I can't be surprised at that. Alright, so let's turn down the opacity. Let's see what we can do. Okay, let's turn that down a bit. Nah, that's a bad idea. Don't do that, Darcy. But what if it looks cool? Let me at least check. Fine. It won't look cool, though. Oh, come on. It might look cool. Hey, I'm saying you can try it. I'm just saying it's not going to look cool and you're going to waste everyone's time. Fine. How am I doing? Ooh, I'm dropping lots of frames. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Still going, though, so it's not as bad as it could be. I suppose that's something. Can you make a cool, like, little, like, weird, AR thing? Like... No, not like that. Like... That just looks like OR. Yeah, anyway. Both sides are pretty much this O shape, and then we have an R in the middle. Yeah, now we're gonna get in here, cut this in half, scoop out the middle. Whoop, 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 whoop. Man, curve's not going right. Gotta tell ya, I love undo. Undo is the best thing to happen to art. I wonder if that's true. It sounds not true. That sounds like, yeah. I imagine there's someone out there who would argue that, oh no, it's the worst thing to happen to art, and now people don't even try, or some crap like that. Anyone can be an artist now, but you got undo. Yeah, shut up, them. I'm not even claiming that this is art, so what are they even on about? Man, I remember seeing this like crazy MS Paint masterpiece kind of thing, giant portrait, and like the first comment was someone going, "Yeah, well, then you got undo." And I'm just like, even if that was a reasonable reason to not think this is awesome, You can only use undo 3 times. MS Paint only has a 3-click memory for undo. Or at least it used to. I'm pretty sure the new one actually doesn't anymore, but at the time. Maybe you could have changed that actually. There might have been like a way to edit that. I can't remember. But I actually have old MS Paint downloaded because I don't like new MS Paint at all, personally. Because I mean, the reason I use MS Paint instead of a real drawing program is purely to sorry, I'm not explaining myself well because I'm concentrating. To do quick edits that I don't want to load up Photoshop or something for, right? That kind of thing. Alright, let's see. Let's smooth out some edges. This is too big, I think. Alright, yeah, we gotta redo that D and that B. But that's fine. This one? Yeah, that's the one. Alright, cool. Listen to that computer hum. Actually, I don't think it's nearly as loud as it sometimes is. But still, since I'm not saying anything, or wasn't, I guess, stands out all the more. Man, if only this D and that B were swapped, and I'm just like, yeah, that's great. Now I can have a, fit that right in there. Paper stuck to my shoulder. Not sure why it does that when it goes black. It's cool, but I don't know why it does it. It's a free falling, it's a free falling, and I'm free falling, or something like that. I had to work on my voice acting, I think, because I really do want to do more stuff with dialogue in it, but I don't think that me reading dialogue is that entertaining at the moment, so I should work on it. Something I should strive to be better at, or something silly like that. What? Working hard? That's ridiculous. Oh, man. That's not what I mean, and you know it. Well, you might not know it. And it might be what I mean. So, let's agree to disagree. I don't agree to that. Neither do I. What's that from? Is that from a, I don't know. Okay, let's see. Cut that out, paste back in. Now, give me a free deform. And then grab just the Y, I think. Man, my thoughts are running wild right now, and I'm sharing none of them with you. It's very weird. No, it's terrible. You're awful, Darcy. You're awful. Man. Done! That's how you do it, right? Oh man, it doesn't actually look bad. Let's let's see if I do this. I'm doing a thing that you can't really see, but it's happening. And then let's take that, sure. That seems like a fine color to start with. No, not that one though. Dreams come true. Man, I gotta watch Disney's Hercules again. I just sort of decided it one day and was like, yes, you're right. Do that. So many movies I haven't seen. So many classic movies I haven't seen. And what do? I think, hey, I should watch Disney's Hercules again. What is wrong with me? Not that there's anything wrong with Disney Hercules. I'm just saying, like, I could be doing something else that I haven't done before, you know? I'm not making a whole lot of progress here, am I? What if I... Probably not, right? Wait, what? Okay, make those lines a little bit thinner. Very, like, really fine ink pen. There's a look to it. What if I then took, kind of, smudge this out a bit. Nah, this isn't doing what you want it to. You're right, what I wanted to do is actually add, like, blotches. Oh, my pen's all small still, right? Make that a little larger. some blotches. Blah 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 blotch blah blah blotch blah blah blotch. Why is that song in my head? Still need to make sure we have some empty space to bleed into, and then see how this looks. It's gonna start off a little bit rough to see the general shape of how things might be. See how that goes. I should also make some like chibi or like just like weird stylized cartoon versions of myself so I can have little talking heads on my site. Probably seems like good. That way I can be like new episode on like Tumblr and stuff. So that would be something to work for, depending on how late I end up working on this and if I want to do some more later. I haven't dropped frames in a while, so seems to be going pretty well. Pretty well. That's good. Alright, now let's see what happens if I do this. I kind of like it in a weird way. What do you guys think? What do you think, Ghost Chat? What do you think? I think it's not centered, but I think. I probably shouldn't even be cropping it, to be honest. If I'm going to crop it, I should crop it like this. So that it's only, nothing gets cut off in the process. Okay. Cool. So theoretically nothing got cut off there. Now I can extend the canvas maybe a little bit. Where's canvas size? Ah, there it is. Let's just jump up to 500 at least. And like that. There it is. Maybe put it in a circle. Maybe put it in a circle. Let's see what that looks like. There's no circle, is there? No. The only way for me to make a circle is by making a circle. Come on. Stupid thing. Turn off size. There it is. Much better. Whoop-a-doop-boop. Oh, wait. Boop. And I think I want a little bit of a, let's see, increment, wait, no, invert. Increment, few steps in, invert. Now either a white or something similar. Then invert. just a fine little line here. Ta-da! That's the logo. There we go, if you will. Okay. Now, is this cut off a bit? That looks fine to me. Ooh, it's a little blurry, but that's okay. That's okay. No one minds. Alrighty then. That little bit there got cut off, obviously. And I'm okay with that. Speaking of which, we should actually do that, shouldn't we? Yeah, so... Yeah, that'll do. And I got that one twice. You know, I guess I can just delete this and then duplicate this one over again. And that should do the trick. Good. File, save as. Oh yeah. Alright. Bunch of faces. Logo 0001. Actually, no. Need to turn that off. Turn that off. And actually, ooh, right, I didn't. Yes, I'm gonna need to. If I export it as PNG, does it save transparency? I don't think it does. So that doesn't save. I don't think that. Okay, so I'm actually gonna save this as a SCSI file, and then I'm gonna open it up again in my other. Oh yeah, that's still open. In my other version of SCSI, which should do the trick. Just overwrite that PNG. Overwrite, yep. Save each pixel. Wow. Okay, that should do the trick. That should be it. I don't want to. Did I show my desktop on screen? I guess it doesn't matter, but anyway, let's see how that looks actually, just to make sure. Maybe I can open up. That's the chat. Yeah, that's the chat. Don't open that. And is that the one? My face? Trajectory? I don't know, man. This just jumped here. This should do the trick. Not that I actually have this for anything, right? Like, yeah, actually, stop. I don't need this open. What I need open is... No. I meant a new thing. What we need to do is figure out what, yeah, we need to figure out, open. Will this work? I don't think so, right? Ah, it worked! Fancy! Ooh, ooh, ooh. Fancy, fancy, fancy. So what I'm saying is that, I'll make those banners and the things and all sorts of assets that everybody needs for some reason. And to do that, can't believe I'm going with this one. Super silly. Silly, please. I had enough soup. What we need is, I think in this specific one, okay, I need my dimensions is what I really need. So, first of all, let's put the offline banner. The offline banner, the important thing about the offline banner, as far as I'm aware, is that, what is the, this is 9 by 9.5, wait, no, not 9.5 by 11. That's something else. 9 by 16? That's right. Now 9 by 16. So let's just do that. The height would be the 9, I suppose, and the width would be the 16. And it is constraining my proportions. Let's try that again. Okay. That was not thought through. Anyway. So if this is the offline banner, what do I need? I need it to say offline. Yep, that's the main one. I'm thinking, first of all, this background color is the pits? Is that a saying? Is that a real saying? I don't know. I don't know, man. Wow. It was the pits, man. Anyway. And then we went to offline, which is probably best if I actually bring in a font for that, because that font. I shouldn't do this. This is me being sloppy. Don't do this. Don't do this, kids. I just want a sans serif, yeah. A little rounded, maybe. That one looks nice. Let's check that one out. One word, large size. Alright. Oh, oh, whoa. Okay, cool. Awesome. Now you get to see a screenshot of my whole rest of my monitor. That's always fun. So what's nice about size, it has an option of luminance to transparency. It's just straight up knocks out all the white. So love that. Great feature. So zoom out a bit. And the zoom hotkey is not working. Alright. And I'm thinking I want some sort of, I want some, depth to this. So I'm going to just copy that. Does this have the holding Alt thing? No, it doesn't seem to. Yeah, that's a shame. Not a big deal, but it's a shame. All the same. A shame all the same. Wow. You're so clever. Yes, I'm so clever. Anyway, first of all, ooh, that's kind of a nice effect, honestly. Let's make it a little bit reddish, maybe. Whoa, no, I didn't mean each one individually. What I meant was, boop. Okay, well, it's still each one individually, but whatever. Offline. It's not really doing anything for me, honestly. Not causing the effect I was hoping it would. That looks pretty terrible, so we're gonna change it around a bit. Looks okay. Merge those down. Honestly, you can't really make out this DarcyBits that well. Maybe I should change the brightness and stuff on that. Yeah, yeah, don't do that. Perfect! Yeah, and now I just want to add, I think even just a clean line. Yeah, oops, everything's moving around. Sorry about that, guys. And instead of this color, we're gonna have, boop. Ooh, that's a bit much. That's not at the right spot, is it? It should either be higher or lower. I'm not sure which, though, still. Oh, man. Finding the center is the worst. Okay. Okay. That actually looks okay now that I have that moved down, I think. Maybe? I can smell someone cooking food in this house. It's not me. Maybe it should be. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Good enough for now. Offline. Number 2. No, it's fine. Great. Thank you. I think I might duck out now for a bit. At least for a bit. Maybe I'll come back. Maybe I won't. We'll find out. I might just do some, like, general streaming. Like, not my own special... I was gonna say special brew. Is that a thing? I don't know. But, like, play, like, just games that are, like I might play something like Don't Starve or something, which, as far as I'm concerned, what's the point in playing Don't Starve on stream? There's enough people playing Don't Starve on stream, right? But this is just like, you know, why not turn the camera on kind of stuff, not actually me presenting something. Of course, I'm sure I'll talk about it and whatever. You know what? No, scratch that. Scratch that. Not happening. Now, if there's demand for it, sure, maybe I will. But no, I'm just gonna stick to my own stuff. I'm still gonna probably play Don't Starve, but I'm gonna play it while doing my own thing. So I'm signing off. This is DarcyBits. Going offline. Okay, see you guys.